The air reeks of kerosene.
That's what we call it, Klan cologne.
We're at a KKK rally in the heart of Mississippi, a countryside still haunted by memories of lynchings and church bombings from decades ago. Pastor Wallace Hartsfield remembers those days only too well. He witnessed a black man dragged through the streets.
They shot the man and they hanged him and then used his body for target practice, so as to teach black folk a lesson.
That's where we're going to need some help at.
But this is not the distant past. This is just last month in a secluded property in the woods where people have come to join the Grand Dragon Stephen Howard for what they call a cross lighting.
America is at turmoil, and we're lighting crosses to let people know that America is at turmoil right now.
This Klansman, who asked we not show his face for fear he'd be fired from his job, starts to get ready for the evening's rituals.
But you're wearing the robes of traditional terrorists, of traditional haters.
That's just the outlook that they want to give you. That ain't true. Not everybody was like that.
So you think this is what a good Christian man does?
Yeah, this is our Christianity. I mean, that's just plain and simple.
Howard says he's allowed us to come here to show us the new Klan is neither hate-filled nor violent. Yet what we heard and saw during our time with them suggests otherwise.
Black people and white people are nowhere related. In my opinion, I think black people evolved from animals. And I believe that we need to be separated. Whites and blacks need to be separated. I don't agree with race mixing. Let them set up their own state where they belong and give them their own homeland.
And if your daughter, when she got older, came home and said, I want to go out with a black boy,
I'd disown her. Wouldn't have nothing else to do with her for the rest of my life.
because of who she loved.
No, it's not love. If you love somebody of your own race.
Who decreed that?
God decreed that. Jesus decreed that.
I thought Jesus said love each other.
Jesus said love your neighbor. But if you read the Bible...
As yourself. You know, there's an argument to be made that by our covering the Ku Klux Klan, we play into their hand. We help them recruit. What do you make of that?
Every time you have a story in the front page of the local newspaper about a Klan rally or something along those lines, the Klan or that particular group does get a member or two. On the other hand, 99.9% people who read about that are essentially inoculated against them. I think it's actually harming them more than it's helping them in the end.
Back in Mississippi as night falls, Steve and his wife Nicole tell us something stunning about Steve's 11-year-old daughter, who is here for all of the night's proceedings.
Your 11-year-old daughter has a mother? So she was 8. And she chose?
She wanted it.
But you think at 11 she can understand?
I think she understands more than my people. The children are very perspective.
She has a beautiful room.
She wants to be like her daddy.
This is the first time I've actually robed up, so it's a little bit big on me.
And now it's time for all members of the group to robe up.
Yeah, Mom.
I'm not here, son. I'll get you. I've read in some of the literature that there are some people who think that if Barack Obama is reelected, the storm, something they call the storm, is going to come.
Oh, it's going to happen.
What's the storm?
I fear it. War. And he's going to start it. He's going to start it. I fear it. I feel it. I feel it coming on. And it ain't just me. It's just... It's going to be another war in this United States of America. If he gets elected back to office, it's going to happen. If he gets 4 more years, Barack Obama will ruin this country. And white people will be in concentration camps. And if you don't believe white people can't be in concentration camps, people sadly mistaken.
And his solution to avoid this supposed impending storm is an all-white South, where all blacks, Hispanics, and Jews are banned, given someplace else, he says, to live in America.
I want to make sure I understand you. If the goal is white separatism, separating the races, the only way to separate the races is using violence. You're not going to be able to just say nicely, please leave.
If they will peacefully go, then yeah. But if they won't peacefully go, that's the only way. It's through violence. It's through making them go. That's it.
And you'd be willing to be part of that. It's a race war you're talking about, essentially.
Very much so.
His hero and predecessor was a convicted murderer and former head of the Mississippi White Knights.
What do you think about Sam Bowers?
He's the greatest Klansman that ever lived.
Well, Sam Bowers was accused and convicted of murder.
I don't endorse murder.
What about other forms of violence?
I don't endorse murder.
I guess that means that other forms of violence may be okay.
You have to form your own opinion on that.
You stand out there.
These words seem particularly ominous as the members line up, preparing to head into the woods to enact a tradition that has haunted the American consciousness for more than a century. When we come back.
Election. Turn to George for an B.
Klansman, do you accept the light?
Yes,
The
sir.
Grand Dragon, Stephen Howard, leads his fellow Klansmen in that notorious ceremony.
Klansman, do you accept the light?
Yes, I do.
Klansman, do you accept the light?
I accept the light.
It is legal done here in the woods on private property. It is 10 years in federal prison if done on a black family's lawn to intimidate them.
Klansman for Mississippi!
Mississippi!
Klansman for America! Klansmen, behold the fiery cross, still brilliant. All the troubled history failed to quench its hallowed flame. Let me say that the cross is an inspiration, a sign of the Christian religion, a symbol of faith, hope, and love. We do not burn but light the cross to signify that Christ is the light of the world.
White power!
White power! White power! White power!
As the fiery cross is reduced to a few sparking embers, the Clavern members leave the clearing and head back to the trailer.
I just want to ask you one other thing about the gun. You have it with you all the time?
Everywhere I go, concealed weapon. The U.S. government gave me that. I lost a lot of good friends of mine. Fighting for this country for nothing. For nothing. All because of the U.S. government.
You're mad at the government.
I'm very mad at the government. I mean, yeah, I do. I got a lot of hate in me. A lot of hate for nothing. I got a lot of built up in me. A lot of hurt.
Pastor Hartsfield knows all about hurt.
It hurts deeply, and I struggled for a long time not to hate those people that did that. Good will overcome evil. Right will overcome wrong.
On this night, you can only hope the pastor's right. Indeed. Thanks for watching ABC News. Good Morning America will be waiting for you in the morning with the latest on Hurricane Sandy. We're always online at abcnews.com. Have a safe weekend, America.